Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Morenike Okoma here. If you are new, welcome. Please go ahead and join the family and hit that subscribe button. And if you are a returning subscriber, welcome back to my channel. What it do, baby? So today's video is pretty much just a side-by-side comparison at the soft matte Fenty Beauty Pro Filter foundations. It's not a review. I'm just showing you guys what they look side by side, just in case you're thinking of what foundation to wear. But yeah guys, I do hope this video is helpful, and let's just get straight into it. So I've already done a review on my channel in regards to the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Soft Matte Longwear Powder Foundation, but I thought I'd do a side-by-side comparison just in case anyone's my shade and they want to basically see what both foundations look on side-by-side. So both foundations are Longwear matte foundations. They both go as soft matte. The liquid foundation claims to give skin an instantly smooth, pore diffused, shine-free finish that easily builds to medium to full coverage. The oil-free matte foundation is made with climate-adapted technology that's resistant to sweat, humidity, and won't clog your pores wherever you are, so it's going to work best for your skin. It also claims to be a light-as-air longwear foundation. And the powder foundation claims to give you blurred-looking filter-like skin. It reduces the appearance of shine, gives you the ultimate blurred finish. It's also buildable, light to full coverage formula. It also doesn't settle into lines, clog pores, or cake up. And it's also sweat, humidity, increase resistant. So they're both matte foundations. They both claim to be humidity resistant. They both also claim to be buildable in regards to coverage. Also, just for reference, I am shade 470 and I do have relatively normal skin, but I do get oily in my T-zone. So I'm going to go ahead and compare the two foundations side by side. So today I'm going to be using my Fenty Beauty Hydrating Primer. And also, just to let you know, I've done my eyebrows with the NYX Micro Brow Pencil, and I cleaned it up with some LA Pro Girl Concealer in the shade Toast. And then I also went ahead and set that all with my banana powder from Revolution Pro. So I'm just going to go ahead and put this on my skin. When it comes to powder foundations, in regards to brushes, I use a dense brush. And this is just so I can get the maximum coverage from the foundation. If I was to use a brush like this, which is more of a light and fluffy brush, the foundation application would go in a lot more lighter, and it wouldn't be as much product. Whereas if I'm using a dense brush, it'll be able to pack on the foundation a lot more. So I'm going to be using two similar brushes to apply my foundation with. So I'm going to start off with the liquid foundation. I'm just going to give it a shake. I'm just going to put a pump on the back of my hand, like so. Then I'm just going to go ahead and use my foundation brush, dab it in, and just press that into my skin. This foundation comes off quite red. So this side is the side with the liquid foundation on it, and I haven't put anything on my skin yet. Just looking at it straight away, it does apply quite matte, it does look oil free, and it is definitely buildable when it comes to coverage. And when you first apply it, it does go on quite red, but as you can see, it kind of sets into a nice color on my skin. And again, for reference, I'm in the shade 470. So I'm going to go ahead and apply the powder foundation now to this side. Just going to dab my brush in and just pat that into the skin. Do you know what? At first, before I tried these foundations on side by side, I literally thought that they dried down into two different colors, but the colors literally look the same. So when you first apply the liquid foundation, it comes more red, but it kind of sets into the same color as the powder foundation. But I'm just going to apply more. I do think that the powder foundation does come on a lot more matte than the liquid foundation. So this is the side of the liquid foundation, and this is the side with the powder foundation. And just looking at my skin, honestly, this side where I've applied the powder foundation does look a lot darker. It does look a lot more tinted. I think the shades do look the same, but I just do think that the powder foundation is just a bit more like purpley. I don't know if you guys can see that, like there's a lot more of a tint to the powder foundation. as opposed to the liquid foundation. Just for reference, I applied about, let's say, a pump and a half of liquid foundation on my skin. So I'm going to go ahead and apply my Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Instant Retouch Concealer. This is in the shade 400, and I'm going to use this to highlight, just so you can kind of see how the concealer and the foundations work together. This is the liquid foundation side, and this is the powder side. Just applying it on the powder side now. I don't know if it's just me, but I really prefer how the concealer has blended out on the powder side much better than the liquid side. But I don't know if that's how I blended it or what, but I feel like it looks a lot, like I prefer the finish. It looks a lot more blended on this side rather than the liquid side, but I'm not too sure if that's because of me or how I applied the product. Okay, so that's how both concealers are looking. Liquid side, powder side. That's how they look when you lay the Fenty Beauty concealer on the foundations. Just gonna blend them out a bit more using my foundation brush, just to pat it a bit more into the skin. So looking at them both side by side, I can kind of see a patch, almost like where the concealer may have separated. But again, I'm not too sure if this is because of me and how I blended it, but I can see that on the liquid side. I'm just gonna go ahead and set both sides with my luxury powder in the shade Banana. So this is what it looks like once I apply the banana powder, and honestly I'm really preferring the powder foundation side. I just prefer the finish. It just looks a bit more seamless, a bit more blended, whereas this side looks a bit more, I don't know, it just looks, this patch here is just not, it's not cute. But with the overall face, I think the colors look exactly the same. They've blended into the same color. Can you still see the tint? Just gonna go ahead and finish my makeup and then just show you guys what it's looking like. So this isn't a review, I just wanted to show you guys what the two foundations look like side by side. I'm just gonna apply some concealer to my upper lip. Okay guys, so this is what the finished face looks like. This is the powder side and this is the liquid side. I think the liquid side is showing up just a bit more shiny than the powder side. I think the powder side is just a bit more matte. But overall, I'm happy with how they both look, to be honest with you. But this is literally just a side-by-side comparison in case you were thinking of what foundation to purchase. This is how it looks. So again, liquid side and then powder side. So I hope this video was helpful in regards to knowing what foundation to purchase or what foundation you prefer on your skin. So I hope it kind of helped you make a decision if you're thinking about what decision to make. Overall, the shades do come out the same. The liquid side applies a bit of red at first, but then they both blend out pretty much into the same color. Also at first, the powder foundation looks a bit more tinted, but they do apply really well. My only reservation more so was how the concealer applied. I feel like it applied a lot more smoother on the powder foundation side, but again, that could have been because of me and how I blended it. But yeah guys, this is literally how they both look. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Please don't forget to subscribe and like the video, and leave a comment down below on what you'd like to see next. I'll see you guys in my next video then. Bye guys.